It is America's Game of the Week here on Sunday Night Baseball from Dodger Stadium. Two historic franchises will do battle. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. As we take a look at the storylines from this series, Dodgers looking for a sweep of the Cubs here at their home ballpark. Both of these teams off to slower starts than you would have expected this year. Both sitting under 500 and the Cubs only 4 wins on the young season. In the majors, it's been a good weekend. The Rangers won last night extra innings against Seattle. Andrew Heaney struck out 10 against the Reds in a shutout win for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh pitching has been very good so far this year, and the Cubs. Moses Alestros in his MLB debut collected RBI in yesterday's game. Something's got to give. Final game of this 3-game set, Sunday Night Baseball from Dodger Stadium, on your way. Blake Snell will be the starting pitcher today here for the Dodgers. He is starting his 4th game of the season here tonight. He's pitched 15 innings, has a 6-even ERA, and he has 20 strikeouts under his belt for the 2-time Cy Young winner. And his first task will be John Birdie for the Cubs. Game 3 of this 3-game set, Sunday Night Baseball from Dodger Stadium, is underway with a pop-up in the sunshine. Freddie Freeman, 1 pitch, 1 out, and a good start for Blake Snell. Let's take a look now at the Cubs starting lineup. You just saw John Birdie. Vidal Brujan will stand in now, followed by Kyle Tucker, the newest addition to the Cubs. Seiya Suzuki, Dansby Swanson, Justin Turner, Carson Kelly, Ian Happ, and PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, is in the 9. And here is Vidal Brujan, batting .353 coming into play today. 1 out, nobody aboard after just 1 pitch from Blake Snell. And that one's in there for a strike on the other half, and it's 0-1. Dodgers currently 7-9 to start the year. Slower start to their season than most people expected for the reigning World Series champs. And the next pitch is fouled away to the right, 1-2. Brujan, 5'9", 180 from the Dominican Republic. Started his career in 2021 with the Tampa Bay Rays as he sends this one back up the middle for a 1-out base hit. And the Cubs get the game's first hit here in the opening frame. So 1 on with 1 out here at Dodger Stadium. And now here's Kyle Tucker, first year here with the Chicago Cubs, as he takes downstairs 1-0. Tucker spent the first 7 years of his career in Houston, now starting year number 1 here in Chicago. 4 homers, 8 RBIs coming into play today. 28 years old, 6'4", 212 from Tampa, Florida. Hit the other way to left field. Teoscar Hernandez on the run out there will make the catch, and there's 2 away. Kyle Tucker, a flyout victim here for the 2nd out of the 1st. Brujan remains at first, and now here's Seiya Suzuki.
Ball 1.
Suzuki from Arakawa, Japan. He's 27 years old, 6 foot, 182. Has spent all of his 4 years of his career, including this year with the Chicago Cubs, made his debut in 2022. And he recorded his first hit in his debut on April 7th, 2022 against the Brewers. This ball shot into center field. Outman back a few steps, has no problem. And the Cubs strand 1 in the 1st here at Dodger Stadium. Blake Snell, a quick inning. Halfway through 1, Cubs nothing. Dodgers coming to bat. Starting pitcher today for the Cubs will be Ben Brown. He is starting his 4th game of the season here tonight. He's 0-3 to start the season with a 5.28 ERA, and the Dodgers send Freddie Freeman in the leadoff spot to the plate first. And he takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. Cubs currently only have 4 wins on the young season. Freddie Freeman, starting his 16th year this year in the majors, spent the first 12 years of that in Atlanta, came over to the Dodgers in 2022 after the Braves won their World Series in 2021. In the 3+ years that Freddie Freeman has been a member of the Dodgers, he's batting .314. He's a career .300 hitter, which is Hall of Fame caliber stuff. Ground ball right side. And Freeman grounds out to start the game for the Dodgers as we take a look at their starting lineup. You just saw Freddie Freeman. Hyun-Sung Kim will stand in now, followed by the ever-dangerous Shohei Ohtani. Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, and Teoscar Hernandez are in the middle. And then you have Will Smith, Michael Conforto, and James Outman in the bottom third. Dodgers currently with a .323 on base percentage, which is 9th in the National League. And here's Hyun-Sung Kim. He takes a high strike.
0-1.
Batting .207 coming into play today. Skies this one to shallow left down the line, and that's going to fall foul. Ian Happ couldn't catch up to it, and there's one away. And no balls and 2 strikes now to Kim, who swings and misses at an outside curveball for strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Ben Brown, and there's 2 away here in the Dodger first. And now Shohei. Slower start to the year than Dodger fans would have wanted from Shohei Ohtani, batting just .203 in the early going. He's at 3 homers, and he's driven in 9 runs. Outside, a ball and a strike to Shohei. 3-time MVP since coming into the majors from Japan, 21, and then 23 and 24. Started with the Los Angeles Angels, now here with the Dodgers. That one's hard hit but foul, and it's 1-2. Sunday night baseball just underway here from Dodger Stadium between the Cubs and the Dodgers. And Ohtani fouls it away to stay alive. Pretty good crowd on tap as usual here at Dodger Stadium on a Sunday evening. Inside to Ohtani, and it's 2-2. The Deuces wild offering. Check swing, he went around, it's a strikeout. Drop third strike rule in effect, throw to first in time, and the side is retired. Brown with a couple strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. To the second we go. We welcome you back to Dodger Stadium. Dansby Swanson set to lead things off here for the Cubs. 5, 6, and 7 due up here for Chicago. As Swanson takes a breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. Swanson been in the majors since 2016.
1-1.
He got drafted by the Diamondbacks, by the Rockies in 2012. And then the Diamondbacks in the first round of the 2015 June amateur draft. Spent the first 7 years of his career as a member of the Atlanta Braves with Freddie Freeman, as he's going against his former teammates. Been starting his 3rd year here with the Cubs. The 1-2. Turned on and hit down the left field line. A fair ball for Dansby Swanson. He's going to take a wide turnaround first, and he stops there for a leadoff single here in the 2nd inning. Dansby Swanson gets to say hello to his former teammate Freddie Freeman over there. 2nd Cubs hit. Now Justin Turner, the longtime vet, former Dodger, will stand in and take a strike. Turner, longtime vet, been in the majors since 2009. Starting his 17th year in the majors, he's been with a number of different teams, most of them short tenures after his 9 years career with the Dodgers was in the middle of that. He started with the Orioles, played for Baltimore for 2 years, then went to the Mets where he played for 4. As that one's chopped foul. Then he went from the Mets to the Dodgers in 2014 and played 9 years with Los Angeles. Went to Boston for a year. Went to Seattle for a little stint. Toronto and now Chicago as he strikes out swinging here. And there's one away here in the second inning. Justin Turner goes down. And a strikeout for Blake Snell. So runner remains at first. It's Swanson. 1 out now. Here's Carson Kelly.
Runner, he's going.
Runner takes off on the first pitch. It's outside and no throw as he bobbles it. And Dansby Swanson steals his third base of the year. Carson Kelly drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals. He's from Portland, Oregon. As that one's inside 2-0. Made his debut way back in 2016. Spent the first 3 years of his career in St. Louis. Then he went to Arizona for 5 years. As that one's hit foul. He's also played 2 years with the Tigers, 1 year with Texas, and now starting here in Chicago. 6'1", 212 from Portland, Oregon. Outside 3-1. Hitters count with Ian Happ waiting on deck here for Chicago. The 3-1 is in there for the strike, and it's full 3-2. 3-2 pitch, left on the right side and out of play. They'll do it again. The 3-2 is another foul ball. Good at bat here by Carson Kelly. Making Snell work it a little bit here at 25 pitches in the second. After a fairly quick first inning despite giving up a hit. 3 balls and 2 strikes one more time. And strike 3 called. He went around on a breaking ball that dropped out of sight, and there's 2 away. And now Ian Happ. 2-out runner on second here for Chicago. And he swings and misses at the first pitch changeup.
0-1.
2 homers and 6 RBIs. 5'11", 205 is Ian Happ from Pittsburgh. He spent his entire 9-year career here in the Cubs organization. Fouls that one straight back, and it's 0-2. Over his 9-year career, including this season, batting .248 overall. He's 152 homers for the Cubs. No balls and 2 strikes, and a ball in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate. Will Smith is back there catching Blake Snell tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blake Snell settles in after the Dansby Swanson leadoff hit. And he strands Swanson at second base. We're scoreless after 1.5. To the bottom of the second we go on America's Game of the Week. Max Muncy set to lead things off here for the Dodgers. Start the second inning. Dodgers got set down 1-2-3 in the first inning, looking for their first base runner of the ball game. Ripped on the first pitch to right center, and there you go. First hit, first base runner for the Dodgers to lead things off in the second. Max Muncy wastes little time and sends it into right center for a base knock. Bailed that one up. Good piece of hitting. And dropped it into no man's land. Max Muncy's aboard, and now here's Mookie Betts. Betts checks the swing on the first one. It's a strike. And it's 0-1. 5 homers, 9 RBIs on the young season for Betts. Starting his 6th year here with the Dodgers. He spent 6 years in Boston, now 6th year in Los Angeles. 0-1, Betts takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Last year, Betts only hit 19 homers, which was way down in terms of his career. Appeared in 116 games, batted .289 for the Dodgers last season. 0-2 is inside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Career-wise, Mookie Betts is a .293 hitter, just shy of 300. He's hit 275 homers in his 12-year career. Slapped the other way down the right side and out of play. He's an MVP, 3-time World Series champ, 7-time Silver Slugger, 6-time Gold Glover. And that one's outside 2-2. 8-time All-Star as well for Mookie Betts. 5'10", 180, but a lot of power. 2-2, ripped foul, and they'll do it again. Runner on first is Max Muncy here. Base hit to lead off the inning. Betts trying to stay alive. 2-2 the count. And ball downstairs, 3-2. Teoscar Hernandez waits on deck. Fouled off the fist down the right side, and that'll play it goes. Another pitch in this at-bat on the way. We'll see a ninth here to Mookie Betts. Another 3-2 on the way. And Betts hammers this ball high and deep to left. This ball's going back a long way. Ian Happ runs it down on the warning track. Betts just missed it. Muncy retreats back to first, allowed out number 1 here in the second. Now Teoscar Hernandez to the plate. 5 homers and 6 runs driven in. So far this year for Hernandez. First pitch in there for a strike. Hernandez, 6 foot 215 from the Dominican Republic. Swings and misses at that one, 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
10-year career, 6 with Toronto, 2 here in Los Angeles, 2 in Houston, 1 in Seattle. 0-2 in the dirt, and Muncy's going to take off for second. Here comes the throw. It's close and in time. Muncy thought he had enough space, and Carson Kelly throws him out at second base for the second out of the inning. Good awareness there by Carson Kelly. Knew right where the ball ricocheted, didn't go very far, and Muncy is caught at second base for the second out. And that one misses downstairs to Hernandez, and it's 2-2. Breaking ball, slap foul. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ben Brown gets out of the inning in the blink of an eye. The caught stealing helps, and then a strikeout of Hernandez retires the side. No score after 2 from Dodger Stadium. We welcome you back to Dodger Stadium. Start of the 3rd inning in a scoreless game. Pete Crow Armstrong set to lead things off here for the Cubs. 9-1-2 here for Chicago against Blake Snell, who's at an even 30 pitches to start the 3rd, and Crow Armstrong fouls that one away. It's 0-1. Slap towards the left center field gap. Hernandez on the run will make the catch. Good jump out there in left field by Teo, and there's one away in the 3rd. And now back to the top of the order we go with John Birdie. First pitch to Birdie, misses down and away, 1-0. 1 for 15 in his career against Blake Snell, starting his 8th year in the majors, first year with the Cubs. Downstairs 2-0. Spent the first year of his career in Toronto. That was back in 2018. Then spent 5 years with the Marlins from 2019 to 2023. Spent a year in New York with the Yankees. That was last season, in which he batted .294. And that one's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Vidal Brujan waits on deck, and this one is upstairs, ball 4. So Blake Snell walks his first batter of the ball game. And the leadoff man's aboard, or excuse me, 1 out and a runner aboard here for the Cubs. And now here's Brujan, who singled his first out. Slide step to start him off. It's a breaking ball that didn't break, and it's 1-0. This one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Starting his 5th year in the majors, spent the first 3, starting in 2021 with Tampa Bay. Spent last year in Miami. Ground ball to third, could be 2. Muncy to second for 1. On to first. A double play, and the Dodgers get out of the inning just like that. Around the horn they go, 5-4-3. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless in Dodger Stadium. We welcome you back to Dodger Stadium as we take a look at the Chicago pitching this series. It's been a rough series for them. 16 innings of work, 9 ERA. They average 11 hits per 9 innings, 13 strikeouts, 7 walks, as the Cubs are looking to avoid a 3-game sweep here today. Dodgers have won the first 2 games of this series. And this one is slapped on the first pitch, right past Brown and into center. Will Smith with a base knock. Wasting little time. First pitch of the inning, Will Smith sends it right back where it came from and into center. Now Michael Conforto. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Starting his 10th year in the majors is Conforto. He's hit 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Starting his first year here with the Dodgers, he spent the first 7 years of his career in New York. Didn't play in 2022. Then he was a member of the Giants in 23 and 24. Turns on this one and sends it down the right field line. Long run into the corner, and right in front of the foul pole, he makes the catch. And that's another loud out here in Dodger Stadium. A pitcher-friendly ballpark holds that one. And there's one away here in the 3rd. Now James Outman. 9-hole hitter for the Dodgers, batting .263 to start the young season. Outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Starting his 3rd year in the majors is Outman. Has spent all 3 of his career years with the Dodgers. .231 career hitter. Popped him up. Left side, Dansby Swanson. On the edge of the dirt, makes the catch, and that's out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Ben Brown after the leadoff single by Will Smith, and now back to the top we go. Freddie Freeman will stand in. He's 0-for-1. 3.08 average to start this season. Oh, the strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Over 1,200 career RBIs for Freddie Freeman. Ripped to the right side and foul. And it's quickly 0-2 to Freddie. Oh-2 pitch on the way, and Freeman gulps this one towards right field, and caught out there in right. The basket-style catch. Freddie Freeman, a little bloop job, couldn't fall. And the Dodgers are retired in the 3rd. To the 4th we go, scoreless in Los Angeles. Let's take a look at the MLB news and notes coming into play today for the Orioles. Jordan Westburg at 5 RBIs against the Blue Jays in their win. Andrew Heaney continues the hot pitching for Pittsburgh, and the Rangers beat the Mariners in extra innings. It's been a great weekend of baseball here, capped off on Sunday Night Baseball from Los Angeles. No score between the Cubs and the Dodgers as Kyle Tucker Stands in and fouls the first pitch away. Check his swing, that's a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Just missed outside, good pitch, and it's 1-2. Stays high that time, 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground of foul, they'll do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside, and Tucker's worked it full now. So he goes from 0-2 to 3-2 with Seiya Suzuki waiting on deck. And the 3-2 home is fouled away. And they'll do it again. Ooh, just missed. Borderline pitch, called a ball, and Kyle Tucker's aboard to start the 4th. So runner on first with nobody out for Seiya Suzuki. Takes the first pitch. Ooh, another borderline called a ball, and it's 1-0. Suzuki hitless in his career against Snell, 0 for 7 against the Dodger left-hander. Downstairs 2-0. There's a called strike, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Suzuki betting .234 on the young season. Blake Snell now over 50 pitches at 51. And the hitters count to Suzuki stays up and away, and it's 3-1. Dansby Swanson waits on deck. Three balls and a strike. And Suzuki slaps it to the right side. That's going to get down. It's a base hit. Tucker moves up to second base, and the Cubs are threatening here in the 4th. They have runners on first and second with nobody out. Good piece of hitting there by Suzuki going the other way. And now Dansby Swanson will bat with a couple runners aboard. And the first pitch to him misses inside, 1-0. Swanson singled his first time. He's 1 for 1. One-0 pitch to Swanson. Slap foul to the other side, and it's 1-1. Swanson not batting very well this year with runners in scoring position, just a 0.87 average with runners in scoring position. 1-1. Pops him up left side. Foul territory. Long run for Hernandez. And he gets there. Makes the catch. Long run for Teo out there in left field. And there's one away here in the 4th. Now Justin Turner, the former Dodger, will stand in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Runners on first and second with 1 man out. First pitch, misses inside, 1-0. Approaching 1,600 career hits is Turner. Rep foul. 6 hits away from hitting 1,600 hits in his career. 1 ball and 1 strike. And inside again, 2 balls and a strike to Turner. Cubs trying to crack the scoreboard first here tonight. Scoreless through 3 innings at Dodger Stadium. Blake Snell being forced to work a little bit here in the 4th inning. And Turner swings right through that fastball, and it's 2-2. Downstairs, and he's worked it full. 3-2 with Carson Kelly waiting on deck. 3-2 to Turner. Strike 3 call. Turner couldn't pull the trigger. It's the 4th strikeout for Snell and a big out number 2 here in the 4th. So 2 away and 2 on for Carson Kelly now. Downstairs 1-0. 0 for 1 of the strikeout is Carson Kelly. 2 for 18 this season, batting $111. Runners on first and second with 2 away. Kyle Tucker, the guy at second. And this one's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Seiya Suzuki, the runner on over at first. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. 96 miles an hour that time from Blake Snell, and he's a strike away from getting out of the inning. The Cubs had runners on first and second with nobody out. Snell trying to pitch himself out of the jam, and he does. A swing and a miss. Tied him up inside, and Carson Kelly goes down swinging, and Blake Snell is pumped up. Had to work for it, but he gets out of the inning unscathed, and we're still scoreless halfway through 4. Welcome you back to Dodger Stadium as we take a look at the series recap. Dodgers won game 1 5-3, and then absolutely demolished the Cubs yesterday. 11-5 the final score in yesterday's game. Dodgers bats have been looking good here for the first 2 games of this series. Neither team has been able to break the scoreboard so far here tonight. Dodgers bring 2, 3, and 4 to the plate in the 4th. Starting with Hyesung Kim, who takes a strike. And that one falls in, and it's quickly 0-2. A 2 pitch on the way, and a 3-pitch strikeout. Ben Brown catches Kim looking, and there's 1 away here in the 4th. Let's take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud. The pitch sequence here for Ben Brown. Started him off fast, went slow, and went right back fast. 96 miles an hour on both fastballs. Loaded down to 88 in the middle. Quick 3-pitch strikeout. Now here's Shohei, who attacks the first pitch and sends it foul. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Ohtani takes downstairs. 1-1.
1-1.
Down and away. Hitters count at 2-1. Dangerous count here for Ben Brown. And Ohtani fouls it away. 2-2 the count. Even at 2-2 to Shohei Ohtani. Inside, ball 3, 3-2. Max Muncy waits on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Shohei Ohtani. Outside, ball 4. Good at bat there by Shohei. Worked the count full, draws the walk. And there's a runner aboard here with Max Muncy to the plate. 1 for 1 with a base hit. Has a home run in this series. He's driven in a couple runs. 5 hits and 9 tries for Muncy. In there for a strike, 0-1. And check on Ohtani over there. Runner takes off, pitches a breaking ball outside. Ohtani steals second base. 6th stolen base of the year for Shohei Ohtani. He pitched the right pitch to do it on. It was a breaking ball. And Carson Kelly had no chance. So now a runner in scoring position here for Max Muncy. 1 ball and a strike. Breaking ball in there. That's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes to Max Muncy. Pitch number 50 on the outing for Ben Brown. Slapped on the left side, and that one will go out of play. They'll do it again. Shohei Ohtani, the runner at second base. One out here in the fourth. 1-2 pitch on the one. Outside, 2-2.
2 strikes.
Meltzy swings right ahead of that fastball, 97 miles an hour. And Ben Brown gets the strikeout, and there's 2 away. And now Mookie Betts to the plate. Driven in 4 runs in this series. He's got a home run. He's 3 for 9. Here against the Cubs. Runner on second is Ohtani with 2 away. And that one's in there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Betts to the right side, and this ball is down and past the diving Kyle Tucker, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Ohtani comes in to score. Betts on his way to third, and they're going to wave him home. No, they're not. Stays at third. It's an RBI triple for Mookie Betts, and the Dodgers are on the board. Thought for a moment they were going to try to wave Betts all the way in, as he was about halfway to third before that ball even got to the cutoff man. They hold him there, and the Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. And Teoscar Hernandez takes the ball just inside, 1-0. Struck out his first time. He's got 1 hit in the series, and it was a home run, a solo shot for him here against the Cubs. But the Dodgers break the scoreboard first here tonight. And now a breaking ball is tomahawked down the left field line. And that will be handled out there by Ian Happ to retire the side. But Mookie Betts puts the Dodgers on the board first. An RBI triple to right field. And it's 1-0 Dodgers after 4. Let's take a look at our starter comparisons. We're welcoming you back to Dodger Stadium. Both pitchers have thrown 4 innings of work. Ben Brown gave up the 1 run last inning. Both pitchers have given up 3 hits, 2 walks for Snell, 1 for Brown. Both have 5 strikeouts. Been a pretty even outing, I would say, to this point. But the Dodgers do crack the scoreboard first, courtesy of Mookie Betts, the RBI triple. And now Ian Happ set to lead things off for the Cubs in the 5th as he takes high ball 1. And there's a strike at 97 from Snell, 1-1 the count. Down and away, 2-1. Hitters count to Ian Happ. Stays high, 3 balls and a strike. Pete Crow Armstrong waits on deck here for Chicago. On the ground left side, good sliding stop by Muncy from a knee, throws him out. 1 away here in the 5th. Max Muncy in the hot corner showing off his range over there. Makes the play. And there's 1 away here in the 5th. Nobody on and 1 out here in the 5th. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong, who takes high ball 1. Batting a .155 this year. 0 for 1 today with a flyout. 1 for 8 in the series. Rip to the right side, but Freeman's got it, no problem. Steps on the bag for out number 2, and there's quickly 2 away here for Blake Snell. And now that'll bring John Birdie up to the plate. Back to the top of the order we go here for the Cubs. Very quickly 2 out here in the 5th. And Birdie takes outside ball 1. 1 for 15 in his career against Blake Snell. Got a .067 average against the Dodger left-hander and 6 strikeouts. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Ripped down the left field line and out of play. They'll do it again at 2-2. Little pop-up into shallow left center. Long run for Outman, who makes the catch. These Dodger outfielders showing off their range in this game. James Outman runs it down, and the Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the fifth. Here's the Dodgers over the past 10 games, starting to get a little bit better after a slow start to the year. They're one game away here from sweeping the Cubs if they can hang on to this lead. They won a series in Washington. They lost the series in Philadelphia, and they won the series against the against the Braves here at Dodger Stadium. But 7-3 over their past 10 games. They're still below 500 though to start the young season. Will Smith set to lead things off here in the bottom of inning number 5 against Ben Brown as he takes high and away 1-0. That one misses inside, 1-1 the count. Downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count, the 2-1 is in there, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Will Smith goes down swinging as he's retired for the first time here tonight. And there's one away. Now Michael Conforto, who takes ball 1 inside 1-0. Dodgers scored their first run of the ball game last time they were to the plate. RBI triple by Mookie Betts past the diving Kyle Tucker. Scored Ohtani from second base. Inside 2-0. Nobody on, 1 out here in the fifth. Michael Conforto at the plate. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes with James Outman waiting on deck. And they're taking all the way. 3-0 is in for a strike. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Way out in front, and it's 3-2.
3-2.
So he goes from 3-0 to 3-2. Does Ben Brown, looking to retire Conforto, and instead he sends it down the left field line, a fair ball. Cut off over there by Happ. Long throw in. We'll hold him to a single here with 1 out in the fifth. Now James Outman to the plate. 1 on with 1 out here in the fifth inning. 1-0 Dodger lead. James Outman swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
0 for 1 of the pop out today. And the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. 21 hits and 7 home runs in this series for the Dodgers. So far, no balls have gone over the fence here tonight. We've been close, though, a couple times for both teams. Thielbar and Ryan Presley warming up in the Cubs bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes from Ben Brown in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate. Two-two pitch. Downstairs, full count, 3-2. Freddie Freeman waits on deck. Slap foul hard, and it's 3-2. 101 miles an hour off the bat, and it remains full count to James Outman. just able to get a piece of it to stay alive. 3-2 remains the count. Freddie Freeman eagerly waits on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And another foul ball sent behind the plate. Lengthy at bat here for James Outman. 3 balls and 2 strikes one more time. On the ground towards the middle. Backhand glove flip to Swanson for 1. On to first, not in time. Pretty play up the middle at second base by the Cubs. As Brujan with the little glove flip to Dansby. And they trade places and put it out on the board and bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. A runner on first here with 2 away for Freddie Freeman. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Freddie, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Is 2 for 10 in the series, has driven in a run. Fly out and a ground out here in tonight's contest. Stays high, but called a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-2 quickly. No balls and 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Golfs this one towards right field. Didn't hit it very well, and Kyle Tucker is able to make the catch, and the side is retired. End of 5 in Dodger Stadium. Just the 1 run for the Dodgers, who hold on to a 1-run lead. It's the start of the 6th inning here in Los Angeles. Cubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Nothing to show for them, though, as they send their 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate. As Brujan takes inside ball 1. Blake Snell has looked good. 5 shutout innings for him, giving up just 3 hits. Cubs have not had a runner past second base at all today. And that one stays high, 2-0. Blake Trinan and Phillips warming up in the Dodger bullpen. The 2-0. Blake Snell sitting at 81 pitches here in the 6th. 2 balls and a strike to Vidal Brujan. Inside, 3-1. Kyle Tucker waits on deck here for Chicago. (3-1) in there for a strike, and it's full, 3-2. Dodger faithful coming to life here. And a slap job down the right field line. That's going to fall in. It's a fair ball. Brujan on his way to second. Conforto's throw is late. And it's a leadoff double for the Cubs, trying to tie this game if he can come around. Second double of the year for Brujan. And that ball might have landed right on the chalk. And I think it did. You'll be able to see right here. Right on the line. Wow. Now Kyle Tucker to the plate. Runner on second with nobody out.
That's a ball.
Stays high, 1-0. So prime opportunity here for the Cubs to at least tie this game. Tucker 0 for 1 of the walk. (1-0) is called a ball, 2-0. In there, and it's 2-1. Hitters count, 2 balls and a strike. Tucker fouls it away, and it's 2-2. Broken bat pop-up left side, and Snell will make the catch off the mound. And there's 1 away. The lumber snapped there, and Kyle Tucker. And there's 1 away here for Seiya Suzuki, tying run still at second base. And Suzuki skies this one in the air to center field. James Outman is there. Brujan will not tag. And there's 2 away here in the 6th. So a big couple outs there for Blake Snell here in the 6th inning. And now it comes down to Dansby Swanson. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
Swanson will need a base hit to tie this game. No balls and a strike. And that one's called a strike at the top of the zone. 0-2. Outside. Swanson stays alive, 1-2 strikes. On the ground towards the middle. Snared by Betts. Off balance throw. Got it. And the side is retired. Blake Snell pitches himself around the leadoff double, and they strand him there. Dodgers maintain a 1-0 lead to the bottom of the 6th. Caleb Thielbar will be the new pitcher in for the Cubs, so Ben Brown's day is done. 7 games under his belt this year so far. 7 innings pitched, 10.29 ERA, so he's looking to improve on that. And if you're the Dodgers, you're looking to exploit that, as Hyesung Kim will be the leadoff man here for the Dodgers in the 6th. 2, 3, and 4 here for Los Angeles. First pitch swing and a pop-up right side. Justin Turner will make the catch, and there's 1 away on the first pitch of the inning. Now Shohei, who is 0 for 1 of the walk. He stole a base and scored the game's only run here so far tonight. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Merriweather and Ryan Presley warming up in the Cubs bullpen. No balls in to strike to Ohtani. Breaking ball outside, 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Hitters count now to Shohei. 2 balls in to strike. Nobody on, 1 out here in the 6th. Dodgers lead by 1. Swing and a foul, ball straight back 2-2 to Shohei. Inside, just barely. Full count at 3-2. And Thielbar wants an explanation. It was close. It's been kind of similar to that strike zone all night long for this home plate umpire. Now Ohtani's at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Slap foul. Watch out. Everybody's okay. Duck out of danger over there in the dugout. The 3-2. Stays high, ball 4. Ohtani's walked for the 2nd time. And a 1-out base runner here for the Dodgers. And that'll bring Max Muncy to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit. First pitch to Muncy. Runner takes off. Ohtani on another breaking ball. Steals second again. Second stolen base of the ball game for Shohei Ohtani. His 7th of the season. And the Dodgers are now looking to add on here in the 6th. Oh, 1, another breaking ball and fouled away by Muncy, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside. Ball and 2 strikes to Max Muncy. 1-2 the pitch. Outside, 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Outside fastball. Got him. And there's 2 away here in the 6th inning. Now Mookie Betts to the plate, 1 for 2 with an RBI triple. Back in the 4th inning, they scored Shohei from second. Same spot here, 2 out with a runner on second, and it is Ohtani. See what it can do here. Swing and a fly ball to right. Tucker makes the catch that time. Hung up just enough for Tucker to get there, and the side is retired. Dodgers strand Ohtani at second base. Still a 1-run ball game as we head to the 7th. New pitcher into the game for the Dodgers. Blake Snell's evening is done. Blake Trinan will get the call out of the bullpen. 6 games under his belt this year with 5 innings pitched, a 3.6 ERA. Righty's batting .375 against him. Lefty's .231. He's got 1 hold. Here's Justin Turner set to lead things off in the 7th. Still 1-0 Los Angeles. That one misses downstairs, 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes to Justin Turner. Right there and fouled away, 2-1. Swing and a miss by Turner. Dropped out of sight. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Justin Turner. Outside, full count. Carson Kelly waits on deck. Three balls and 2 strikes to Turner, leading things off in the 7th. Inside, ball 4. Good at bat there by Justin Turner, and the tying runs aboard for Chicago. Now Carson Kelly to the plate, 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. Downstairs, 1-0. Down the right field line, long run, and run down. Michael Conforto. These Dodger outfielders showing off their range all over the place tonight. And there's 1 away here in the 7th. Now Ian Happ to the plate, 1 on with 1 out. Tying run on over at first base. Happ is 0 for 10 in the series. First pitch, Happ fouls it away, 0-1. Little poke job to right. And Conforto's there again, 2-1. More soft contact for the Dodgers. And now there's 2 away here for Pete Crow Armstrong. Outside, 1-0. Chop foul, and now it's 1-1. Pete Crow Armstrong, 0 for 2, batting a .153 coming into this at-bat. Trying to keep the inning alive with the tying run on over at first. Chopped to foul again, it's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces are wild here with Pete Crow Armstrong and Blake Trinan going at it. And another foul ball. Another 2-2 and another foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up inside. And another runner stranded for the Cubs. Still a 1-0 game. A pitcher's duel. Heads to the 7th inning stretch. New pitcher into the game for the Cubs, Ryan Presley. Will start the game, or come into the game for the Cubs. 9 games appeared in this year. The former Houston Astro has 9.1 innings pitched here this year with a 5.79 ERA. And his first task will be Teoscar Hernandez, who is 0 for 2 here in a 1-0 ball game where the Dodgers have the lead. First pitch is inside, 1-0 to Teo. 1 for 7 in his career against Ryan Presley. And this one's outside, 2-0. 2 strikeouts and a .43 average against the Cubs right-hander for Hernandez. Slaps this one foul to the right, and it's 2-1. Still a 1-0 game. Dodgers have had a 1-0 lead since the 4th inning. RBI triple by Mookie Betts. Hitters count. The 2-1 is chopped foul, and it's 2-2. Hernandez towards right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Good cutoff out there in right field, holding him to a base hit. But it's the 5th hit of the night for the Dodgers and a leadoff single for Teoscar Hernandez in the 7th. And now Will Smith to the plate, who is 1 for 2. In there for a strike, 0-1. 1 for 2 with a base hit, 309 average coming into this at bat. He's got a couple home runs and 8 RBIs. The 0-1, downstairs, 1-1. That one stays high. Hitters count at 2-1. Hernandez, the runner on over at first. Nobody out in the 7th and a 1-0 Dodger lead. The 2-1 pitch. Smith slaps it foul, and it's even at 2-2. Haven't had a ton of action on the base paths tonight for either side. The 2-2 home. Outside, full count 3-2. Michael Conforto waits on deck. Three-two off the fists and a fly ball to right. No problem out there for Kyle Tucker, who makes the catch, and there's one away here in the 7th. So 1 out, bottom 7, and now here's Conforto to the plate. 1 for 2 with a base hit. A .90 average coming into play today. And this ball is popped up left side. A look here for birdie and out of play. 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but he somehow made contact with it. Stays alive at 0-2. Runner on first is Teoscar Hernandez here with 1 out in the 7th. No balls and 2 strikes. Outside, 1-2. And check on Teo over there. Just able to make contact with it. Stays alive at 1-2. Seventeenth pitch of the inning on the way here for Presley. And it's a ground ball back up the middle and a base hit. Hernandez on his way to third. Throw comes in. Not in time. Runners up their corners with one out for the Dodgers. And this is the first time either team has a runner standing on third base. And a good at bat there by Michael Conforto, his second hit of the ball game. And that's going to do it for Ryan Presley. Greg Counsell on his way out. A pitching change in the seventh from Dodger Stadium. New pitcher into the ball game is going to be Luke Little here for the Cubs. 6 games under his belt with an 0-1 record. 4.1 innings pitched with an 8.31 ERA, so he's looking to improve that here in this outing. He's coming into a rough spot with runners at the corners and one away here for the Dodgers. And here's James Outman at the plate as the Dodgers look to add on to their lead. He squares around a bunt and takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Dodgers trying to play a little small ball here. Doesn't square that time and swings right through a fastball, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Outman batting a surging .750 with runners in scoring position this season so far. No balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch here. And he pops it up out of play. They'll do it again. Two. Ooh, just missed.
One
With
ball,
1
2
and 2. Little tapper to the right side. Could be tough to turn 2. Thrown a second in time. No relay. And it's 2-0 Dodgers. Wasn't very highlight worthy, but it gets the job done, and the Dodgers score the second run of the ball game. It's 2-0. Now here's Freddie Freeman, who takes the first pitch inside, 1-0. Freeman 0 for 3 tonight. Average dips down to just below 300 at 299. Gonna get that right back up with a hit here. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. And it's 1-1. Freeman to the other side and fouled away. And it's 1-2. Freeman trying to avoid an 0 for 4 ball game. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew 97 miles an hour right by him. And Freeman's 0 for 4, but the Dodgers do add on another run. It's now 2-0 as we head to the 8th. New pitcher into the ball game for the Dodgers as we start the 8th inning. Evan Phillips will get the call out of the bullpen. 5 games under his belt so far this year. 6 innings pitched. He's got a 3.0 ERA, a strikeout rate of 7.4. And his first task will be John Birdie here for the Cubs in a 2-run ball game now here in the 8th inning. Top of the order here for Chicago. Inside, ball 1. Cubs have not had a runner beyond second base tonight as they look to break through in the late innings. Have to come from down 2-0. Slap foul, and it's 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count to John Birdie, who's batting an even 200 coming into this at-bat. Hitters count the 2-1. Check his swing for a strike, and it's 2-2. Fouled straight back. He'll stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dodgers need a base, or excuse me, the Cubs need a base runner. Down by 2 here in the 8th inning, and that one's again fouled straight back. Swing and a miss, struck him out, high fastball, got it. And there's one away here in the 8th inning, and the Dodger pitchers are looking very good here tonight. Starting with Blake Snell, and now it just transitions to the bullpen. So 1 out, nobody aboard. Here is Brujan, who is 2 for 3. And Brujan takes a strike. It's 0-1. 2 for 3 with a double and a single tonight. Batting .400 on the young season and minimal plate appearances, but those plate appearances have been good. 0-1, slap foul, and it's 0-2. Turned on and sent foul over the top of the dugout, and remains 0-2. Dodgers 2, Cubs 0. Top half of inning number 8 with 1 out, nobody aboard. The 0-2 to Brujan. Inside, 1-2.
2 strikes.
Inside again, same spot, 2-2 the count. Stays high, full, 3-2. Good at bat here from Brujan, and Kyle Tucker waits on deck here for the Cubs. A bloop and a blast away from a tie game. That's all they need. Stays alive. Again sent foul to the left. Long at bat here. We're about to see the 9th pitch of this at bat. 3 balls and 2 strikes. One more time to Brujan. Swing and a miss. Evan Phillips wins the battle. 2 strikeouts here in the 8th inning, and there's 2 away. And now the inning will come down to Kyle Tucker, who is 0 for 2. He's going to walk in that mix, but Kyle Tucker yet to get a hit in this one. 2 out, nobody aboard in the 8th in a 2-run game. First pitch inside, ball 1. Greg Counsell looking on. His team has struggled to move over base runners. They've gotten a few hits in the mix. They've not had a runner standing on third base at all in this game. 1 ball and 1 strike. One stays in there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This ball's cracked left center field. Pretty well struck over the head of Hernandez and off the base of the wall. Kyle Tucker will roll into second base, and he will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 8th inning. Good piece of hitting there from Kyle Tucker as he bangs it up the left center field wall. So he gets his first hit of the night, and that's going to do it for Evan Phillips. He's done here in the 8th inning. A pitching change for the Dodgers. New pitcher into the game for Los Angeles will be Tanner Scott. 4 games under his belt this year with a 1-0 record. 3 for 3 in save opportunities. They're going to bring in their closer now to try to shut down the Cubs. Seiya Suzuki will come to the plate. First pitch, fly ball center. James Outman is there. One pitch out of the bullpen, and the Dodgers escape the minor jam in the 8th inning. They hold on to a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of inning number 8. Bottom 8 here in Los Angeles. Hyun Kim set to lead things off here for the Dodgers. 2, 3, and 4 to the plate here as they look to add on some insurance before the ninth. As Kim takes a strike, 0-1. Downstairs, ball and a strike. Luke Little remains out there for the Cubs. Currently at 11 pitches. 2-0 Dodger lead. Slap foul, 1-2. Two downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Back towards the middle, off the mound and into the glove of Brujan with a jump throw and a play. Good play by Brujan, and there's one away here in the 8th inning. Might have gotten the benefit of the ball hitting the mound a little bit, kind of ricocheted back his way, and a good jump throw. Gets Kim leading things off in the 8th, and now here's Shohei. 0 for 1 with 2 walks tonight. Outside ball 1-0. 2 walks and 2 stolen bases for Ohtani tonight. One swing could give the Dodgers some insurance here in the 8th inning. Breaking ball in for a strike, 1-1. Inside to Ohtani, 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count to Shohei Ohtani from Luke Little, 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a foul ball, 2-2. Downstairs, full, 3-2. Max Muncy waits on deck. And Ohtani threatening to walk for a 3rd time here tonight. And he does just that. 3rd walk of the ball game for Shohei Ohtani as he's aboard again. And now Max Muncy to the plate. Ohtani has stolen 2 bases on 2 walks. Let's see if he goes for number 3 here against Carson Kelly. And they're going to check on him over there. Might be a little bit more difficult here against a left-hander. And Muncy takes outside ball 1. Ohtani takes off again, pitches in there for a strike. The throw to second late. And Shohei Ohtani has 3 stolen bases tonight. And his 8th stolen base overall. And now some insurance in scoring position here for the Dodgers. Muncy takes inside, 2 balls and a strike. So Ohtani now at second base. His 3rd stolen base of the night. Puts him in scoring position. 2-1 to Muncy downstairs, and it's 3-1 with Betts waiting on deck. The 3-1 outside, ball 4. So now runners on 1st and 2nd here with 1 man out as Muncy draws the walk. Back-to-back walks now here for the Dodgers. And Mookie Betts now to the plate. Betts 1 for 3 tonight. RBI triple back in the 4th. 1st and 2nd with 1 man out. First pitch stays high, 1-0. hammered down the left field line, but foul, and it's 1-1. A game that hasn't featured a ton of offense, no home runs in this game. Biggest hit was Betts' RBI triple back in the fourth. 1-1 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Betts hammers it foul. 2-2. Runners on first and second. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Betts off the end of the bat, fly ball down the left line and down for a foul ball. Two. Inside, watch out. Full count, 3-2 with Hernandez waiting on deck. Chop foul. Good at bat here for Mookie Betts. They'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Luke Little at 23 pitches here in this inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes for Mookie Betts. Ripped again, foul. And we'll see a 9th pitch of this at bat. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ohtani at second. Max Muncy on over at first. The 3-2. Strike 3 called. Betts couldn't pull the trigger that time. And there's 2 away and a big out number 2 there for Luke Little. And that's going to do it for him. Counsell on his way out. A pitching change here for the Cubs. The runners on first and second and 2 away. New pitcher into the ball game is going to be Ryan Brazier. 5 games under his belt. 5.1 innings pitched, a 3.38 ERA. And his first task will be Teoscar Hernandez, runners on first and second with 2 out. And the first pitch is outside, apparently 1-0. Hernandez batting just .067 with runners in scoring position. Got a runner in scoring position here with Ohtani at second. Max Muncy, the runner, on over at first. And this one's fouled away, 1-1. Hernandez fouls it back, and it's 1-2. Big pitch on the way here from Ryan Brazier, trying to get out of the inning unscathed. A ball and 2 strikes. Got it. Chased it outside, and a strikeout there for Ryan Brazier to end the inning. All right, here we go. Last chance for the Cubs. They need 2 here at Dodger Stadium. Start of the 9th inning here from Dodger Stadium. Tanner Scott will remain out there. The closer pitched just 1 pitch after coming in the 8th inning. So he'll keep it going here, trying to close the door here on the Cubs. Dansby Swanson leads off and swings and misses at the first pitch. Down and away, 1-1 the count. Outside, hitters count at 2-1. Down there, and it's 3-1. Justin Turner waits on deck. Big chance here for the Cubs to bring the tying run to the plate. 3 balls and a strike to Swanson, who hammers this one into center field, and it's down for a base hit. And the tying run will come to the plate here for the Cubs. Leadoff single by Dansby Swanson. Good piece of hitting there from Dansby. Sent it right back up the middle. Good, solid base hit. And now the tying run comes to the plate here for Chicago. Represented by the former Dodger, Justin Turner. And he attacks the first pitch and fouls it straight back. 0-1. 0 for 2 with a walk is Justin Turner. Big chance to stun his former Dodger faithful. The 0-1. Downstairs, 1-1. Dansby Swanson, the runner on over at first. Base hit moments ago. Tying run at the plate represented by Turner. The 1-1. Chased it outside, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Turner trying to protect the plate. Scott trying to get his guy. The 1-2. Fouled away, barely able to get a piece of it. Inside, good take by Turner, and it's 2-2. 50,000 umpires disagree in the Dodger stands. But it was inside, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Justin Turner. Swing and a miss, struck him out, elevated the fastball, and there's 1-1. Got him to chase it upstairs. Turner goes down swinging. And there's 1 away here for the Cubs in the ninth. Tying run remains at the plate here in a 2-0 game, and now it's represented by Carson Kelly, who is 0 for 3 tonight. And he takes first pitch high, 1-0. Couple strikeouts and a flyout. He has hit a home run in this series. Has Carson Kelly. A home run would tie the game. Tying run at the plate. Swanson, the runner on over at first. And a fly ball down the right field line. Conforto gets there, 2 out. And the Cubs are down to their final out tonight. And their final out is represented by Ian Happ. He's hit 2 home runs this year. He's driven in 6 runs. Represents the tying run at the plate in the last chance here for the Cubs. First pitch, fouled away, 0-1. Inside, a ball and a strike. Outside, hitters count to Ian Happ now. 2 balls and a strike. Swanson at first, tying run at the plate represented by Ian Happ. Outside, 3-1.
1 strike.
Pete Crow Armstrong would be next. Let's see if Happ even has the green light here on 3-1. Way ahead in the count. He does, and he fouls it away, and now it's full 3-2. Cubs are down to their final strike. Dansby Swanson will get a head start off of first here in a full count. There goes Swanson. And inside, ball 4. The game will continue. So now the tying run's on base here for the Cubs. Represented by Ian Happ on over at first, and Pete Crow Armstrong to the plate. 2 out, 2 aboard in a 2-run game. And high to Armstrong, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swanson at second, Happ at first. Tying runs on base here for the Cubs. Swing and a miss by Crow Armstrong, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One chased outside, 1-2. Cubs are once again down to their final strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Pete Crow Armstrong. Ripped right field down the line towards the pole and down foul. If that dropped in fair, it very well could have tied the game, and instead it's still 1-2. In the air, left field, should do it. Teoscar Hernandez squeezes it, and the Dodgers win it. They shut out the Cubs 2-0, and they sweep the 3-game set over the weekend. A pitcher's duel that the Dodgers come out on top of. They took the lead in the fourth inning and didn't look back. Each team had 6 hits, but the Dodgers were able to get a couple across. And they sweep the Cubs with Blake Snell getting the win and Ben Brown getting the loss. Brown falls to 0-4. Snell moves to 1-1. Tanner Scott will get the save. And it's a 2-0 Dodger victory here from Dodger Stadium. What a game this was. A pitcher's duel, defensive duel, you name it. Dodgers' biggest hit was the RBI triple by Mookie Betts in the fourth inning that gave them a 1-0 lead, and then they didn't look back from there. 2-0 the final score from Sunday Night Baseball in Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers sweep the Cubs.